Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. One piece of 12 by 12. That's all we need. Stay tuned. So welcome to my channel. I really do appreciate you choosing to spend a portion of your day with me. I know that you have options on how to spend your time, and you're choosing to spend some of it with me. And thank you to everyone who has bought me a coffee, and thank you so much to my monthly club members. You guys are going so far above and beyond to help me keep this channel running, and I really, truly appreciate it. So today, all you're going to need is one piece of 12 by 12 and some adhesive. And when we're finished, you are going to have 4 projects. You are going to have a completed gift set ready to go, and all you'll need to do is add the little gift. And because it's such a quick and easy craft, we're going to jump right into it. So y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's what I'm talking about. Isn't it cute? So if you have a little something that you want to give to someone and you need just a small box, but you want to make sure you give it to them in gift form, this is the way to go. From that one 12 by 12, we are going to make the rosette, the box, the 3 by 3 note card, as well as the envelope. So we are going to end up with a complete little gift set ready to go. So if you have a gift card and you want to drop it in, go ahead, drop it in, because you're now dropping it into cuteness. If you have just some little sweeties that you want to give, go ahead, drop them in, because you are dropping them into some cuteness. So how do we make this with just one 12 by 12 inch piece? And this is the 12 by 12 that I have chosen for today's project. Now it is a double-sided paper, but you can also use a single-sided, medium to heavyweight cardstock or specialty cardstock. And this is how we're going to cut in order to be able to get all the pieces from this one 12 by 12 that we'll need to make our project. So I'm going to leave this sitting here for just a moment in case you want to just snap a photo so you can see the markings for how we're going to need to cut this. So let's go ahead and cut our piece, and we're going to cut it following this guideline here. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I need a piece that is 5.5 by 12. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. This will be for the box. Then I need a piece that is 5.5 by 6.5. So I'm going to take what's left and turn it, and I'm going to cut it down to 5.5. And it's already 6.5 inches this way. So we're good. Now we're going to have this piece. Let's go ahead and take this piece, and we're going to cut it down to 6 by 6. And by cutting it down to 6 by 6, we have now cut the scrap pieces here and here. And we now have this 6 by 6 inch piece left right there. So from this 6 by 6 inch piece, we need to cut one 3 by 6 inch piece. And so that's this piece. And then we're going to have this 3 by 6 piece left. Now we want to turn this into rosettes. So we are not going to cut this just yet, because we want to go ahead and score it for the rosette so that we don't have to score 3 times. So we're going to take it and put it on the 6 inch side, and every 1/2 inch, we're going to make a score. So that's every 1/2 inch. So now that we've made those scores, now we're going to go back and cut out our 3 1 by 6 inch strips. So I'm going to go ahead and place it in, cut 1, and cut 2. So now we have the 3 pieces that go here, and you can see that all of our pieces match up to the diagram. And all we have left are these 2 pieces of scrap. That's it. So now we're ready to rock and roll on this very quick and easy project. So I'm going to go ahead and make the rosette first. So we are going to go ahead and do that peak and valley folding, or the accordion folding, on our rosettes. And so what I did is I have one that's going down and I'll have one that's going up. Now on this third one, the direction doesn't really matter because you're going to have to make an adjustment on it anyway. So let's just get those nice and tight. I'm going to bring in my glue, place some glue on one that's going up. I'll take one that's going down and join it. Squeeze it nice and tight. And then I'll take this piece. It's going up. This piece is going down. So I'm going to place some glue on that piece. And I'll join it. And now we have our 3 pieces joined, but both of these pieces are facing in the same direction. So all I'm going to do is just snip one. So now I have a piece facing down and a piece facing up. I'll go ahead and take my glue, add that glue, and then join these 2. And then once I have them joined, I am just going to take my rosette and just scrunch it all the way around to try to get that nice little rosette shape. So when I put it down, it's going to look like that, which is going to make it easy for me to fold it. Now, when we make our rosettes, we're going to need a topper piece to put down so that we can hold the shape of it. I am just going to take some of those scraps. I cut myself some little pieces, and that's what I'm going to use. So all you have to do to make your rosette is just take it and push it down. So I'll stand it up again and let it form, and then we just take it and push it down, and then we squeeze it in to the tightness that we want. I am going to go ahead and add just a little bit of glue. Take one of my squares, place that little piece down, and hold that into shape. Then I'll flip this over. Again, I'll add just a little glue. Take my second piece of scrap and put it down. And now I have this really beautiful rosette. And once we have everything made, we'll go back and do just a little bit of decorating to this. But that's project number 1. To bring in my scoreboard so that we can make project number 2. And that is going to be a 3x3 card. So we're going to take that 6x3 inch piece, score it at 3 on the 6-inch side, and then we can fold and burnish. Now, if you use the double-sided paper, that would make it difficult for your writing to be seen. You might want to take a piece of scrap, 2.5 by 2.5, and just place it down. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And we all have plenty of scrap, so you don't need to put this down. If you're using a light colored paper, where writing on the inside is going to be made very easy. But if you're working with a darker print like I did, and you want some writing space, go ahead and add a 2.5 by 2.5 inch piece of scrap. So now we have project number 2 completed, our 3x3 card. we'll be doing all of our decorating at the same time. So I am going to bring in the piece that measures 5.5 by 6.5, and we're going to make project number 3, which is the envelope for project number 2. So on the 5.5 inch side, we're going to score at 1, rotate it to the opposite 5.5 inch side, score at 1, rotate it to the 6.5 inch side, score at 2.5, and score at 5 5/8. And then we can fold and burnish all of our scores. And then once you have all of those scores folded and burnished, we're simply going to come to this little intersection right here, and we're going to angle this way and this way. And you'll see exactly what I mean as I do it. So I am going to take my finger blade and I'm going to angle on that intersection. Then here at the bottom, because this is the widest piece, I'll angle in slightly, and it'll look like that. We'll come over to this side, go up to that intersection, and we'll just angle in, and then this is the middle section, and we're going to angle just a little bit there. So we now have the bottom of the envelope released. Now let's go to the top of the envelope, and we're going to do the same thing. So I'll angle here on that top flap, but this time I'm going to do a deeper angle cut on the side. And we'll do it here as well. And so now we have our envelope ready to be put together. So we're going to fold in these sides, fold up this piece, and we'll place our glue along the edges. So I'm going to take my glue and place it right here on the edges. And then I'll take just a little bit of glue and place it right there. Now I can fold this up, use my big old spatula to get that nice and stuck. And now we have our envelope, and that is project number 3. And the last project that we're going to make is our beautiful box. So I'll bring my scoreboard back in, and I'm going to score this on the 5.5 inch side at 1, and then I'll rotate it to the opposite 5.5 inch side and score at 1. Then I'm going to rotate it to the 12 inch side. Let's score at 1, at 5.5, at 6.5, and at 11. And that is it. So now we are going to fold and burnish all of those scores. And now we have this. So when you fold it just like this, you're going to have the center tab. We need to go ahead and release those. So I'm going to go up to the score mark and drag straight down. Same thing here, drag straight down and angle these just a little bit. And I'll do the same thing on this side. I'm going to go up to the score mark, drag straight down, and then I'll angle. And your piece will look like this. Now we're going to turn it, and we're going to work on the corners on this side as well as the corners here. So you're just going to go up to that score mark and drag straight down, angle just a little bit. Go up to the score mark, drag straight down, and angle. Rotate it, go up to the score mark, and angle. Go up to the score mark, drag down, and angle. So now our box is ready to be put together. The first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and connect my tabs. So I'll just take these pieces and join my tab. And let's get that nice and stuck. And then I'll do the same thing over here. Just make sure that we have our tabs nice and even and crisp. Use my big old spatula, get that stuck, and do the same thing here. So you want to make sure that you're using a medium weight to a heavyweight cardstock or specialty paper, because you want your box to have some firmness to it, because we're not doing any type of reinforcement. And so now I'm going to take these pieces, add some glue, and we'll just stick them here. And we're making sure that we get everything nice and tight. And I'll do the same thing on this side, making sure that I have everything nice and tight. Then I'll just use my big old spatula to go in there and get it stuck. And so here is our box, and all we need to do is fold over the top, and you're going to have a fit that looks just like this. And you now have project number 4. So we are done with the construction of all of our pieces. So let's go ahead and do some light decorating. I'm going to bring in my chipboard stickers, which are very old. So I'm going to add some glue to the back. And I'm going to take that chipboard sticker and I'm going to place it down on my rosette, which just added an instant pop of cuteness. Then I can take the rosette and I'm going to add some glue to the back of it. Make sure I'm putting the rosette in the right place. I'm going to open this so that I can make sure I have that rosette nice and stuck. And now we have a fully decorated box. I am just going to take one of my little chipboard stickers and I'm going to put it right here on the front. So I'm going to take the sticker that says Joy, add just a little bit of hot glue to it, and I'm going to put it down right there. And so there we have it. We have our rosette, we have our box, we have our card, and we have an envelope for that card. I am going to take just a little bit of tape and add some tape right there. So if you wanted to seal this envelope, you most certainly can. But it all started with one 12 by 12 inch piece that we cut strategically to be able to make these projects. So I have brought the first one back in so that we can have a nice look at what we get from one 12 by 12. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces from one 12 by 12. So you don't have to worry about trying to rush out, find a gift bag, find a little box, or find an envelope. You have it all right here. So guys, I hope that you have found this project helpful and inspirational. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.